Hello, beautiful beings. I told you that I was going to tell you how my last sat song went. It was magical. I have a chair sitting up beside me, very close to me, and we were all setting up for it, and a lady said, I want to sit there. I was like, really? You want to sit up here with me? Have you ever been to Sat Song before? She said, no, I haven't. And wow, it was really amazing. There were 6 people there. I know it may not sound like a lot to some people, but when you're just getting started with something, it's absolutely amazing. It was phenomenal. And sometimes there isn't anybody there, but this last Sat Song really helped me to shift my perception about that. I'm just going to go and hold space and sit there in presence, and I know for a fact that helps heal everybody and the planet, being in presence. So I already had somebody message me asking me if I was holding Sat Song tonight because she wants to come. I was like, yay, yes I am. So I know for a fact that there'll be 2 people there besides myself. You know, plus the ancients and my dad and Andrea. All these people don't have a physical form that I just mentioned. Okay, so I am really, 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 really tired of smoking pot. The ancients said, let's make a video about it a couple days ago. I was just like, no, I'm not sharing this. No. I know I have talked about marijuana in my videos at times. I'm not, condoning it. I'm not encouraging anybody to do it. I'm only speaking about my own experience. And for myself, it has been incredibly helpful for me over the last 8 years. I've smoked off and on, and mostly on. And I'm to the point in my life that I do not need it anymore. And I cannot, I'm running out of rationalizations. You know, when something has been in my life and it has been incredibly helpful, you know, a teacher being that in a book form, or a person, you know, videos, well, those are people making the videos. But anyway, once most of those, after I have learned what I needed to learn from them, they leave my life. They leave my experience. I've graduated. I'm moving on. The next teacher will come. The next guide. I like that. The next guide will come to help me along my path. Well, marijuana has helped me, and now it's time for us to part ways. There are a lot of signs. I'm not going to get into them right at this moment. However, the most annoying, the most thing that I'm not going to miss is my mind saying that I would rather feel high than how I would if I wasn't. Smoking makes just feeling regular, it makes it feel blah. It makes it feel boring. It makes it feel like there's nothing happening. It makes it feel unfulfilling and unexciting, and I mean, wow, I'm onto it now. I'm absolutely onto it. So many of these thoughts, they're so subtle, they just seem like they're me thinking it, but it's just thoughts that have come in. I'm not thinking. So I'm going to bring you along on this quit smoking journey of mine. I am going to a Primus concert on the 11th of August of this month, which is 6 days away. 6 or 7? 7 days away. And so that will be next Wednesday is the last day that I'm smoking. I have just, at times, well, because there is so much mental activity around smoking for me, whether I have quit smoking or whether I am actively smoking. There is a lot of mental activity around it. So, for the last several months, I have been letting go of all the thoughts about it. I have been letting go of those, taking my attention off, and turning my attention back to presence, back to no thought. So I've been treating it. I've been treating trying to figure out if marijuana should be in my life anymore or not. And from anybody on the outside looking in, it's always easier to see what a person should probably do. However, nobody's doing that in my life. You know, nobody's saying, well, I think you should, or no, I don't have any mirrors as far as that goes. My mirrors are inside. Like I'm seeing it plainly now. So in the past, I have gotten to this ping pong, whether I should or shouldn't, and tried to figure it out. Well, I didn't realize that that was just mental activity. That was just mind activity. It was never going to be resolved when I get into that state, trying to figure out whether I should smoke or not. And so I would get into these places and I would just decide to quit. And so I would quit. Bam, I'd get rid of all my stuff, you know, and it brought me some relief because I got out of the mental ping pong. Well, it never lasted one way or another because I only did it for mental relief, to stop thinking about what I was thinking about. So I've been treating it with presence, and I've been getting a lot of signs that yes, indeed, I am right. I am done. Marijuana has it, you know, our ways are going to part. I'm seeing it as a relationship that there's still love there, but it's just not good for me. No, it's not good for me at all. And also, that's right. It's not actually a relationship between marijuana and myself, because if I replaced marijuana with a person and I tried to call it a relationship, it would look like me just using that person to feel a certain way. That definitely is not a healthy relationship. So, oh my gosh, I've been journaling the last couple days, my quit smoking journal. All these realizations about, you know, just so much. There's so much. And this is for me to read. Start reading again on the 12th, on my quit day. I know that this is happening. I can feel it. I quit drinking alcohol. It'll be 18 years this coming January. I quit smoking cigarettes over 11 years ago now, and cigarettes was by far the hardest one to quit. And I was thinking about that today. The thing that's very similar with cigarettes and marijuana is both of them, well, alcohol too. All three of those things, any addiction, they're actually saying, brings a sense of relief. Marijuana has been really tricky for me because it literally makes me feel euphoric when I smoke it. It also brings other things too, like paranoia. It makes me, when I have smoked and then drove, it makes me think about driving instead of just automatically driving. I'm thinking about it, and I've been realizing, wow, that's added mental activity. I don't need to think about driving. I just need to be aware. I just need to be present. So it's really beautiful. I'm not down on myself for any of this because I've been learning my lessons, and I just feel so grateful that I always seem to get a do-over. You know, if I have quit smoking and then start smoking again, you know, it's been back and forth for a long time now. And I just don't, I used to get really down on myself for it, but they're life lessons. And I am passing with flying colors, with straight A+. I didn't do well in school, but I'm doing really well in this part of school, I believe. So yes, the withdrawals aren't great. I'm going to bring you with me through those also. The withdrawals are partly really bad for me because I am also addicted to sugar now since I started smoking again. Yeah, there's no way I can control that. It goes hand in hand. For me, I cannot control it, and I am beyond. Ancients, please give me the right words right now. I am under zero illusion anymore that I can control how much I smoke. My goal over these last several years has just been to smoke in the evening. I can't do that. There's absolutely no way. No way. I've tried. I absolutely know for sure quitting this time, there won't be any mental activity around, well, you know, it could come up. It probably will come up. That's what it does when a person stops doing an addiction. The mind gets really, really active around it. That's why most people go back to doing it. I was only able to quit, to stay quit for 2.5 weeks this last time before I gave in. And the physical symptoms had already dissipated at that point. They were getting a lot better. So it wasn't because of that. It was strictly just because of mind activity. Well, I'll be drowning all of that in presence. Ancients, is there anything else we want to say about this right now? Every single time, without exception, that I have thought about quitting smoking pot, it equals, I see this equal sign. It equals being able to get a better car. It equals greater success for me for some reason. There has to be a reason for that. The amount of money that I spend on marijuana isn't enough, I don't feel. I mean, it is definitely enough to make, I mean, it's like a car payment. I haven't had a car payment ever, but well, one time I did. Yeah, really, really, really long time ago. But I tend to buy, you know, $1,200 to $1,500 cars and just drive them till I drive them. I'm not going to say that saying. I drive them. They're really, really great cars. I've just been really blessed in that area. However, I want a Subaru Outback. And every time I think about getting a Subaru Outback, I think about smoking pot. So I've been able to rationalize that away. No, that wouldn't. No way. I don't. Yeah, for sure. I could definitely save up money faster. So this isn't for everybody. This is just for me. Maybe some people do it their whole life. Some people never will do it. It doesn't matter. There's like 8 billion people on the planet. So I'm only talking about myself. So this is just for people that want to leave me a comment in the comment section about whatever. About me talking about marijuana. I am not saying that people should do it. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Oh, I could just go on and on about it. I get home, I'm really, really hungry from working all day, and I get home and instead of eating, I smoke. And it suppresses my appetite. Oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna keep making videos about this, and hopefully it won't get too monotonous for you. Love you so much.